Hey family, how's everybody doing? It's Frank Battle coming to you from the Battlestation. I want to extend a big thank you to everybody for all your support, for all the things we're doing here at the Battlestation. You probably received notification that we had an event scheduled and that event ended up getting canceled. But we want to share something with you, so if you'll just stay tuned, you'll have some great things to hear coming up next.
Hi, this is Sheila, and I'm coming to you once again from the Battlestation. This evening, I am joined once again by our sister, our mentor. We love her so much, Lisa Johnson. Hi. We have a very special announcement that we want to start this video with. As most of you know, we had originally collaborated to schedule an event called Hush Ladies, The Men Are Talking. Well, through a series of events, we became aware that a lot of you really enjoyed that video, the introduction of what the purpose and what the plan was for the evening and what this whole idea, this concept was really about. And we are so grateful that you had the time in her busy schedule to come by and clarify some of those questions, provide some definition to what we were really doing. This wasn't just something that was thrown together at the last minute. This had been on her heart for a couple of years. And I really wanted to push her into doing it. And so when the opportunity presented itself, we wanted to take advantage of it. But what we ended up learning was that maybe, just maybe, the audience for that conversation was bigger than we all thought.
Absolutely.
We had rented a venue. It was a pretty good sized venue, but the viewership and the audience that that video generated proved to us that maybe we were thinking too small. And so what we're going to do is change the format for the event, and you can stay tuned to 15 Minutes of Grace, the Battlestation, and Healed Girls Rock for more information about what that final product is going to look like. But I'm telling you, get ready. Get ready. We have some incredible gentlemen who have availed themselves to take part in this conversation. And we are going to take the footage from that conversation, because Lisa is still going to facilitate it. And we're going to put it out there for you guys to view, comment, to share, and also to engage in conversations within your own communities.
Absolutely.
Right? And so we're excited about where God is taking that project. We are still on for this weekend, but just stay tuned. Probably next week, a few days after the event, we'll post some more information about exactly what we're doing and when you can check it out.
Miss Lisa? And be a part of the live audience.
And be part of the live audience. So, Miss Lisa, were you surprised? Honestly?
No, I was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
When I got to 795 views, I thought, oh my God.
Right.
But when you end up over 10,000,
yeah,
you realize that you've tapped into something that not is just trending.
Right. Right.
Because trends come and go.
Right.
But this is the pulse, if you will, of the community and needing to have conversations and it not be about a socioeconomic status or race or sexual preference or any demographic that we typically base what's really needed on.
Right.
But that men are in need of conversation and community.
Yeah.
Because one thing we find is that we connect when we have a community of people where we are accepted.
Well, we are accepted. And it's not about sameness.
No.
Which you all will see when the production of this conversation comes out. This is an incredibly diverse group of men. And we just want to shout them out and appreciate them for having the courage even when they thought this was going to be a live event with an audience, they said yes.
Yeah.
And they were willing to come and be transparent, be vulnerable in front of a bunch of people that they didn't know, with a bunch of people they didn't know.
Right.
So it was
I call it risky behavior.
Wow. Okay.
It's risky behavior because men don't typically say yes to invitations when they're not sure of the outcome.
Right.
When they're not sure of how it's going to transpire, what could be triggered, what can happen, what they're going to be how they're going to be looked at. So that's risky behavior.
Yeah.
But it's courageous behavior as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we want to shout out these kind kings, these wonderful men.
Absolutely.
Who are now going to stay on the journey with us. We're going to put these kind kings in front of the camera, and we're just going to let it rip. And it's going to be good. It's really, really going to be good. So for those men who saw the other video, who wondered, where do I even start? Like, these women are promoting this conversation, and they're talking about safe place and safety and community and all of that, and maybe couldn't even wrap their heads around, what in the world, why in the world would 5 or 6 men who don't know each other
and don't know these ladies that are going to
don't know the questions. Honestly, we didn't tell anybody anything.
Right.
And it wasn't for shock value. It wasn't to be dramatic, but just because we wanted the people who were in the room to have experienced resonance. That at some point, something that we said piqued their interest and caused them to say, yeah, I think I want to be in there for that. I think I want to be in there for that. So for the other gentlemen who've been watching all of this, kind of watching the traffic of all of this, what are some things that you can give them to think about as it relates to their own inner work, their own honesty, how safe they are in community with other men?
Well, it's important to me, Sheila, that men are in touch with their well-being.
Good word.
And we say well-being, and we use that term loosely. We got to be sure about our well-being. But what are we doing to make sure we're well in our being? What are we doing? What kind of work, what kind of conversations, what kind of community are we experiencing where we are sure that we're going to be healthy physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sexually, financially? Because any one area out of sort throws the whole person off.
Okay.
So we've got to not just do the surface work, because we could be financially secure. But if our emotional being is off kilter, our finances become our front.
That's good. That's good.
If we are mentally, emotionally being abused or abusing someone, then other things, our spirituality is off kilter. So my question to the men who are engaging with us is, what are you doing? And these are just some things I want you to consider. What are you doing to make sure that you're well holistically?
Yeah.
And who in your community can you share that with?
Wow. Who in your community can you share that with? So we're asking the question of the gentlemen. We're posing the same question we pose to the ladies. Who sits at the table of your life?
Exactly.
And are they safe for you?
Exactly.
Are they healthy for you?
Are they healthy? Because one of the biggest things that, especially with men, that is hard to recover from is the betrayal of a confidence being shared. Women have a tendency to kind of get over it. It might take a while.
Some of us, it takes a minute.
But we will front. But that's real damage to a man's soul.
Yeah.
When a friend betrays you.
Okay.
So who are you confident? And who do you have enough confidence in that you can trust your being with them?
Wow. That's awesome. So, gentlemen, ladies, everyone who became part of the Battlestation community as a result of the first video, who called, who sent messages, who sent questions, who sent friend requests and new Twitter followers and Instagram and all of that. Can you give the audience your handles for Instagram and Twitter?
I have two IDs on Instagram. It's Woman with Worth and Heal Girls Rock. Hashtag Heal Girls Rock. Hashtag Woman, WOMAN, with Worth. Twitter is Woman with Worth. Blog is healgirlsrock.com.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you who were wondering, well, what's going on? They put out these videos, they put out all of these ads, and then we didn't hear anything. The format, once again, the format for the July 29th event has changed. And instead of having a live audience for the soulful conversation with our kind kings, we are pivoting towards the audience that was generated as a result of the videos and producing those conversations in a format where all of those folks, whether they're in Virginia or not, can participate, view, and then engage in a conversation in their own community. And of course, we knew, and I'm just going to out Lisa while we're doing this, we knew from the beginning that this was not going to be a one and done.
No.
We knew that. We knew that. And so we're not too surprised. I mean, I think we were overwhelmed, 11,000 people in 3 days or 11,000 views in 3 days. Yeah, that's a little overwhelming. And for us in our world, that's viral.
Right.
That's viral for us. That might not seem like a lot for other people, but for us, that was a significant amount of attention paid to, a video that was intended to be an invitation for a conversation. We just didn't know that it was gonna blow up and be as big as it is. So for the folks who generated those views, we heard you, we love you, and we're going to respond in kind to your request. We're taking all of those views as a request to produce this conversation in a way that a larger audience can see it.
I also want to thank the ladies who sent in their questions.
Yes, absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
we told you all to hush, but we didn't want you to think that we made shut all the way up. We got your questions, and we're going to ask some of your questions.
Yes.
And we want to make sure that we follow up with you hearing some of the responses.
Yes.
So we want to be attentive to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to handle all of this in a way that's responsible, but at the same time, connect some of those dots, because the women who sent in questions had some really, really great questions. And then Lisa had some really, really great questions. And so we want to make sure that you all have exposure to that. And again, invite you to participate in conversations in your own community that cause you to pause and really consider, who's your tribe, who's down for you, who's sitting at the table of your life, and what impact, what influence do they have in your well-being, and how are you contributing to your own well-being as well. So this is Sheila, and this is our favorite, one of our favorite mentors, Lisa Johnson, signing off from the Battle Station. Take care.
Thank you.
Man, wasn't that great? I want to thank Sheila and Lisa for taking time out to make that great video. Hey, look, if you want to comment on the video, if you want to just get in contact with us, please do so. You can comment here. If you're on Facebook, you can comment there. We invite you to go to our YouTube channel, The Battle Station on YouTube. Check us out there, subscribe so you can always know what's going on. So we have, if you have questions that you have, men, brothers, hey, you heard Lisa and Sheila reference some things regarding, we'd like to hear from you. So we invite you, just to send us an email at the email address on the screen, and we'll take every comment, every narration, whatever you have, we will take it into consideration, and we appreciate you taking time to watch what's going on here at the Battle Station. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.